how these folks your name. Emotional. I don't think they heard you, man. Emotional. Who's the best rapper around? Emotional. Who's the new killer in town? Emotional.
Hey. What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Emotional, and guess what?
I'm back!
And I'm better than ever. What's going on, y'all? We back at it for another reaction video. This is Cal talking about when I was in prison, part 1. So I always like these little story time videos Cal be doing, so I'm excited to see what he's talking about in this one. So, well, obviously it's prison, but y'all get what I mean. But anyway, like, comment, subscribe now, baby. Let's vibe.
Hi, friends. Today we're going to be talking about prison. Yeah, prison. And I don't care who you are or how much time you did, prison sucks. And the thumbnail, the picture on this video that you see is my least favorite picture of all time. I'm a pup in that picture. I'm 28 years old. I got that picture taken when I was in Stateville. And I'm not wearing a yellow polo collared shirt. That is a banana suit, a jumpsuit. It's like a big adult onesie. Also, quick thing to remember, every state and every prison is different, and every era, like years, are different, and the rules change and shit like that. So my story is from Illinois prison in 2008. All right. Now, the very first thing that I learned in prison is put some water on that shit. Excuse me, what do you say? Put some water on that shit. I don't know what you mean. What is water? Put water on. Put some water. Flush the toilet. Flush the toilet. As soon as your little poop.
I ain't gonna lie, I never would have thought that that's what that meant. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I never would have thought that. Hold on, let me bring it back a little bit.
On that shit. Excuse me, what do you say? Put some water on that shit. I don't know what you mean. What is water? Put water on. Put some water. Flush the toilet. Flush the toilet. As soon as your little poo-poo touches that water, you better flush the toilet. You are in a housing unit around other men or in a cell around another man, and they don't want to smell your shit, right? So as soon as that poop hits the water, you flush the toilet. Put some water on that shit. Now, you should ask yourself, why do we at home take a poop at take a number 2 and we sit there and we bask and marinate in our musk, in our scent, and that's disgusting. So even in my own home to this day, you will hear me, if I can smell it, I'm saying, yo, put some water on that shit, and everyone in my household knows what the fuck that means. Second thing that I learned very fast is in that yellow jumpsuit that you see me wearing in the thumbnail, when I walked into the prison that I was going to do my bid in, all you hear is, on the new! And I'm with a group of other bananas walking with me. On the new! Fuck you, I'm going to beat your fucking motherfucker. And it's crazy. I enjoyed when new guys came in because I would be one of the guys screaming, on the new! Fuck you, motherfucker.
Oh, okay.
Took pride in the fact that I wasn't on new anymore. One of the most important things in prison is commissary. The store where you go get your products and your food and shit that's your own personal stuff. And you might be like, how do you do that? Okay, so commissary. People put money on your books. What are your books? Your books is like a checking account through the state that you have, and your family, your people at home, civilians will send you some money so you can get shit like for yourself that's like good shit. Halfway.
That makes sense, because I remember one of my partners was sending some money to one of his peoples that was locked up. And he was doing it like all the time. Like, I remember going with him one time to send the money out to, you know, his peoples when they was locked up. And I was like, oh, okay, so that's commissary. You know what I'm saying? But I can only imagine what that's like being in prison and then not getting that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Maybe somebody who else has been to prison can, like, I guess be like, or matter of fact, those of y'all that have like been to prison, like, have you ever had a time period where you didn't get your commissary? If so, what is that like, bro? And then, like, how does that affect your mental? You know what I'm saying?
Decent shit. Because the state just gives you a pair of freaking ninja kickers, like these little slippers and some bullshit. And if you ain't got no money on your books, you're popped. P-O-P-P-E-D. Now, I didn't get sent a lot of money, but the money that I got sent, I would gamble and I would get more money. Not money like you're thinking. So we would use commissary. Every Tuesday we fill out a sheet. You get cakes, you can get tuna packs, you can get beef packs, you can get like Chipotle sauces and like fucking peanut butter, powdered milk, all this stuff. So you come back with a big sack from the store, you're feeling good. Yeah, fuck yeah. And then you can use that shit as money. That's your money in the joint. So like when we're gambling on a Saturday or Sunday, we're playing spades. We're playing $5-10 a game. That shit adds up real quick. And I thought I knew how to play spades until I lost about a couple $100. These dudes are gangsters in there with spades. So if you say you can play spades and you've never been to prison, I know you don't know how to play spades. Spades in prison is like an Olympic sport. It's like a gladiator Coliseum sport. Everyone's watching. You're sitting there, bang, bang, throwing these cards on the table and your knuckles are bleeding, right? And you're smacking these things on the table and they're whizzing and they're like hitting another guy across the room, and it's really intense. And the most fights happen playing basketball or spades. Yardbird. That's chicken, fried chicken. Every once in a blue moon, they would serve fried chicken, and everyone in the joint went to Chow Hall for fried chicken. Also, tons of guys would steal it, so anytime they had fried chicken, you'd be on the track, and you'd see everyone face down, 15 dudes that work in the kitchen, and they're shaking them down, and they're taking all the chickens that they stole from them. You just hear a lot of weird shit that you never hear, like, in just your normal life. Like, amor. I always hear these dudes be like, amor. And I'll be like, what the fuck? It's the Latin Kings. It's gang shit. They're just like, it's how they greet each other.
Oh, okay.
It used to piss me off. When I was bad at spades, I keep going back to spades because I am so competitive, and I got to the point where whatever, I was really...
I'm sorry, this is going to be the last time I stop it. But college taught me not to get involved with spades. Like, I don't know how it is and like other, like, you know what I'm saying, with other like folks with different skin colors and whatnot, but like with folks that I seen going into a HBCU, and it's like seeing black folks playing spades, I'm like, I don't want to learn how to play. I don't want to learn how to play. I don't want to learn. I don't want to learn because folks get too into it, and I don't want to get involved. I seen when folks would like, I think, cut their partner out or something like that, and I saw how folks would respond. I'm like, I don't know what's going on here, but I don't want to be a part of that. Especially because, again, like he was saying about being competitive, folks were very competitive, bro. Folks were very competitive. I didn't want no parts of that.
Really good. And they would call me a stang. Like, man, you a stang. Like, I'm like, what the fuck? Like, you a stang. Like, you're garbage, you're trash. Like, you're a lick. Like, we're about to take all your shit. Or we call it, man, we're about to put you in the trunk. Like, we're just sitting there. I mean, these cards. I am not playing with you when I tell you the shit that you see at a spades table in prison is crazy. But we'd be like, bro, we're about to put you in the trunk. And the trunk is like, you're about to owe us a shit ton of money, so you better call your people. Visitation. I got visitation one time, and then I took my list and told them I don't want anyone coming to see me no more. I got visitation one time. All my guys came to see me. I go in. They're like, no, you come this way. I go in this other room. It's a CO. We didn't call them COs. We call them cops. So there's a cop in the other room, and you have to get butt naked. I'm talking booty, butt naked, socks off, everything off. You have to bend over, spread your cheeks. They're hitting you with this flashlight, this mag flashlight. You can feel the heat on your ass from that thing. And these guys are taking enjoyment in this shit. And then you got to lift your sack and do all this squat and cough. And dude, when after that, I wanted to hurt this person, this CO. And I went and see my people. I didn't bring that up. And then when they left, I left, and they got to check you again just in case your people tried to give you some shit. And I had to do that again. And after I left, and I walked back to my unit, I will never ever get another visitation again, because I'm gonna fight one of these cops for violating me like that. I'm gonna leave it at this one, on this one right here. So this is what I learned, I think, the most in prison. There's nowhere to run. You got to deal with yourself. You can't just call and go home. You're there every day. So you got to immerse yourself in that and be in that life to thrive, or you're gonna get beat on. And I don't mean that in a physical sense. I mean that in a mental, sense. You have to completely immerse yourself in prison. Forget about the outside world, because the outside world is going to keep on moving without you. So better yourself. Deal with yourself. You cannot hide from all the shit that all your demons and all your everything in your life is there with you, and it ain't going nowhere. You're stuck with it. So you are forced to deal with yourself. I would look at myself in the mirror. All right, motherfucker, let's go. Now, I never want to go back. Pray to God, I never want to go back. But I thrived in prison and bettered myself, and it made me a better man. It made me a man. And I didn't have to do a lot of time. I was already short time when I got there. A year and a half. There's guys in there 20, 30 years, their whole life. They could do that in their sleep. Like, I was short time when I got there, but still, it opened up my eyes to a lot of things. Year and a half gone from your family in a place that you never thought you'd ever be, especially for fighting. Like, get the fuck out of it. And anyways, I'm gonna tell you guys all kinds of the funniest stories and all the shit that I got into in there when I was gone. And just more stuff in the comments. Tell me what you think. I love you guys. If you stayed long enough, also, my first album of the year is a country album, full country album, just country singing of me. That's it. I love you guys. Tell me what you want to hear. I love you guys. Happy New Year. All the bullshit. Oh wait,
huh?
Thank
What?
you, Mac.
Really? All right, y'all. That's the end of that vid. Now, I'm gonna be 100. Oh, I did knock my thing down. But anyway, bro, I'm gonna be 100. Like, that made me think about when one of my brothers was locked up, like some years back, because he was locked up in a whole nother state, right? So it's like I was trying to go see cuz, but I didn't get cleared until my trip was already over, because he was in Orlando and I was visiting family that was in Florida. And then it's like, okay, I didn't finally get cleared until it was time to go. So it's like, okay, so now I gotta wait a whole nother year and so on and so forth. And then it's like, okay, now I'm back again, and it's like, okay, now I get to see him. And then the kicker part about it was, as soon as like I'm thinking, I'm thinking as soon as I think I'm good, then turn around, I get there, they talking about cuz is in the hole because he was getting into it with one of the, as Cal put it, one of the cops. But I was glad when he came home. They actually let him out early, so I think that was a real blessing. But like, I remember sending him letters, and like, y'all already know me, like I'm sending him like scriptures, trying to encourage him, and like, you know, but also being 100 with him and telling him like, yo, like, God gonna hear you when you really crying out, bro. Because I can't even imagine what that's like just being in there by yourself with your thoughts, fighting these internal battles. But I respect Cal for also being willing to tell these stories, because it's like, it gives you more reason to want to stay on the straight and narrow path versus like veering off left or veering off right. And then like, because it's like you've been told, bro, you've been warned, you've been told like what prison entails, and it's like, you don't want to go that route, bro. Especially because like, I personally believe that everybody got something to live for. That's just me personally. And everybody got a reason to turn the other cheek when you feel like you don't necessarily want to. Also, I'm excited for that country album he mentioned at the end, because I've heard him sing maybe twice, I think it was twice, but I'm excited to hear that mug, because bro is a tough singer, so I know that mess gonna hit, bro. But I'm finna get up out of here, y'all. Peace easy, baby. Lay out and stay out of trouble.
Get down, came to get down. You know that I came to get down, came to get down. Me and my squad, we came to get down, came to get down. You know that we came to get down, came to get down.